My boss told me maybe next quarter for 3 straight years. Then, when she found out I applied elsewhere, she fired me for disloyalty. I smiled, wished her good luck, and quietly walked out. 6 months later. This is the story of how a boss who didn't value her employees prepared her own downfall, and how one employee's patient planning led to the perfect revenge. Tyler Johnson's 3-year struggle ended in an unexpected victory that became a nightmare for his former boss, Rebecca Thompson. If you've ever worked at a place that didn't value you, Tyler's story will feel familiar. But pay attention. How this story ends might surprise you. Because Tyler's revenge was so perfect, Rebecca never saw it coming. What started in this Dallas, Texas office became a chain of events that turned into an unforgettable lesson in the business world. And now you're about to learn the true cost of that lesson.
Tyler Johnson sat at his desk, reading an email on his computer screen. He was 27 years old and had just completed his 3rd year at Thompson Marketing Solutions. The email was from Summit Marketing Group, and the offer it contained was surprising. 40% more than his current salary, promotion opportunities, and real career development. Reading this email before going to his boss, Rebecca Thompson's office one last time, was no coincidence. For 3 years, he'd been in the same position, receiving the same salary, and constantly hearing the answer, maybe next quarter. He knocked on Rebecca's corner office door. The 44-year-old woman was buried in paperwork at her desk, as usual. As the company owner, she saw herself as indispensable while viewing her employees as replaceable parts.
"Rebecca, can we talk?" Tyler said, standing in the doorway. "Sure, sit down. What's up?" Rebecca asked, without looking up from her papers. "I'd like to discuss promotion. I've been in the same position for 3 years, and I think I've made significant contributions to the company with the North Star Technologies project." Rebecca finally looked up. Her face showed that tired expression Tyler had seen before, the determination to control costs even at the expense of losing valuable employees. "Tyler, you understand the company's financial situation. Our promotion budget is very limited this quarter. Maybe we can consider it next quarter." Next quarter. Tyler was familiar with these words. He'd been hearing the same sentence for 3 years. He had single-handedly managed the North Star Technologies project. This $2.8 million deal represented 35% of the company's annual revenue. But apparently, this success wasn't enough for a promotion.
The next morning, Tyler prepared his resignation letter. It was professional, respectful, but clear. He thanked Rebecca for everything he'd learned, but stated he was pursuing new opportunities. When he entered Rebecca's office, she was on the phone. Tyler waited, holding his letter. "Tyler, what's up?" Rebecca asked after hanging up. "My resignation letter," Tyler said, placing the letter on her desk. Rebecca's expression changed from surprise to anger. She quickly scanned the letter. "Summit Marketing? Our direct competitor? This is unbelievable, Tyler. This is disloyalty." "It's not disloyalty, Rebecca. It's career development. I've been patient for 3 years, but now I have to think about my own future." Rebecca stood up, her face flushed. "This is betrayal, Tyler. We've invested in you for 3 years, trained you. Now you're taking your knowledge directly to our competitor?" Tyler tried to stay calm. "Rebecca, I just found a better opportunity. This is the natural flow of business life." "Get out of here. No 2 weeks' notice. Today is your last day. Security will escort you out."
3 weeks later, at his first meeting at Summit Marketing, Mike Richardson gave Tyler an important assignment. "North Star Technologies is considering working with us. They're apparently not satisfied with their current marketing agencies. Since you've worked with them before, would you lead the preparation of our proposal for them?"
Tyler's heart raced. North Star was Thompson Marketing's biggest client, and Tyler had worked closely with them for 3 years. When presentation day arrived, Tyler met with North Star's senior executives in Summit Marketing's conference room. When he saw Bob Anderson, they both smiled. "Tyler, it's a surprise to see you at Summit Marketing. We heard you left Thompson." In the 2-hour presentation, Tyler explained the comprehensive marketing strategy he'd prepared for North Star. Bob Anderson and his team were very impressed. At the end of the meeting, Bob wanted to speak privately with Tyler. "Tyler, let me be frank. During our time working with Thompson Marketing, if it weren't for you, we probably would have left earlier. After you left, we experienced a noticeable decline in service quality." "Of course. And now you can make the right decision for us, too. We're going to start working with Summit Marketing."
A week later, Tyler was in his office checking emails when Mike Richardson came over excitedly. "Tyler, the North Star deal is signed. A 3-year, $3.8 million contract." Tyler smiled. This was the biggest revenge he could take on Thompson Marketing, stealing the client with better service. That same afternoon, Tyler's phone rang. Rebecca Thompson's name appeared on the screen. Rebecca's voice came shakily. "We lost North Star. They're switching to Summit Marketing." Tyler stayed calm. "Rebecca, I just did my job. North Star made their own decision." 6 months later, Tyler was promoted to Senior Director at Summit Marketing. Rebecca Thompson, meanwhile, sat in her office reviewing financial reports. Losing North Star had been a major blow to the company. She now understood how costly losing Tyler had been. And that's how Tyler Johnson didn't just find a better job, he also taught his former boss a lesson she'll never forget. Tyler's story reminds us of something important. Sometimes the most powerful revenge isn't defeating your enemies, but showing them how successful you can be without them. If you enjoy these kinds of real revenge stories, don't forget to subscribe to our Hidden Hearth channel, because every day we share new stories of how betrayed people got back on their feet and delivered justice with their own hands. Don't forget to hit the like button, share your similar experiences in the comments, and see you in Hidden Hearth's next daily story.